size and physicality against this Alabama team.
Whoa, that's up for grabs if somebody wants it. There you go.
Barrett getting his hands dirty. Marciulionis getting a high screen pick and roll action. What a pass underneath. Saxon to Wessels.
Or the side of his right side of his head, but it wasn't the leg where it went out in about the first 2 minutes of this game. You see that little hedge right there just to take some time off the clock, which St. Mary's is comfortable playing in, but got to go quickly with this shot.
Wessels on the box, working hard against Nelson.
Catching it blank, it's just that they have to control the fast breaks.
This is the Abate misses at the rim. Well challenged, Saxon and Wessels.
Like two guys just then, Spiro, so that made a big difference. Now they have to come down and just chip away. Make sure they're running this stuff. Here's the big guy on the blocks, give him some room.
Wessels, Nelson on his back, leans in, chisels his way.
And drive to the basket in the challenge against the big.
1 point game. Ross pick and roll action to Wessels.
Sometimes be in, but this game does mean a lot in terms of where they're going to fit. We got you covered 7 Eastern bracketology as the field is announced. The women's selection special at 8 on ESPN, then a couple extra bracketology shows at 9 Eastern and 10 Eastern. So all evening Sunday covering the reveal.
And the pressure bothered St. Mary's again. They barely got the ball over the top of the timeline.
Henry Wessels with the basket.
Good drop.
The Gales haven't made a three yet. Ross working his way into the lane. Wessels grabs the miss. Wessels off the glass. Bodies flying. Those other teams on that list
have all of it.
Have everything you could have. And yet at St. Mary's, it just keeps winning and winning and winning.
And you mentioned it. They lost 4 players that were rotational players. 3 starters from last year's team. They're better this year.
An NBA player, and then a guy who went to UConn, and a guy who T.J. Otzelberger told me last week has been Iowa State's most absolutely nothing easy.
Oh, he turned down.
He did. Took a dribble and missed the 3.
He should have taken the first one.
Saxon offensive rebound, no. Knocked back to Marciulionis. Another chance for St. Mary's. Good pass. Wessels scores.
2 quick fouls and 3 already early in this second half for Oregon State. Wessels pick and roll. And the big Aussie goes down and scores.
Practices, I tell the kids, look, I'm the worst official in the world when we scrimmage or do stuff, so don't look to me for any help. But I've been right tonight, at least on one call. That's a good positive sign.
And again, especially in the low post, the player, offensive player, has a cylinder in which he can move his arms and elbows to get a shot up, as long as he doesn't go outside of that cylinder. Wessels, a bullet pass. Progress. He's just a sophomore.
He transferred from UCLA. They've got high hopes for him. A good feel for the game.
Barrett's back in. Bleeding is stopped. Wessels, good first step there, and a sweeping hook. I'm telling you what, this guy, every time you find the touch to finish, he can penetrate. He's strong, he's quick. He can really handle. Now Marciulionis. Wessels, drop to him. Big fella is...
St. Mary's one of the best rebounding teams in the country. The Zags have been thrilled this week with the fact that they were going to have to compete on the glass. That's 2 offensive rebounds by Ben Gregg that have resulted in 5 points already for the Zags.
Wessels ducks it home. That was a good aggressive. Lewis catch and shoot 3. No. Wessels offensive rebound. Wessels sticks it back in.
Scored in the entire first half against St. Mary's back in January.
Morawska short on the answer. Wessels, though, comes back in the bucket. Lewis out to Marciulionis. He's short on the 3. Wessels got the offensive rebound, and he puts it back in.
When Mosic has played a really good all-around game, very good all-around game.
Yeah, 13 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists tonight. Marciulionis underneath for Wessels, right side finish. And then at home against Oregon State.
And if somehow Gonzaga wins, Gonzaga's schedule next week is no picnic either. The Zags play at Santa Clara on Tuesday next week and then end the regular season.
Wessels, great offensive rebound. A casual fan, and he didn't see his three-point shot, you wouldn't know if he's right-handed or left-handed.
Totally agree with that. That's how good he is.
Wessels.
Saxon inside. He's got a lot of Cougars in his way. Wessels underneath.
And now Saxon was guarding Watts right there, and he did a really nice job, straight line drive, getting downhill against the bigger defender.
Saxon inside. Wessels.
Very well. About 7 minutes in the first half of this one. And the drive and the block shot as Harry Wessels denies Carlos Stewart Jr. But not starting the second half as Morauskas, we can see him standing in the corner behind the St. Mary's bench trying to get that ankle loose.
Anything you can do to keep the blood flowing and stay loose. Give him a chance to play some minutes here in the second half, see if he can have an impact.
5 to shoot for Harry Wessels. The spin move. Wessels off the board. +1. Darting to the basket. The layup spins out. Johnny O'Neal and a good look for Santa Clara. Wessels in the paint. Harry Wessels again for St. Mary's.
Little basic pin down right there. The Beavers finally connect from 3, and they'll drop back into that 2-3 zone and try to see if they can get a stop. The Gales starting this game, to your point, Roxy, very well on the road. Getting some good looks just like that high-low in the dunk.
Field goal in over 5 minutes for Oregon State, and it's a 10-point game.
Good sequence of events right there for the Beavers. They get the turnover and the conversion. You can kind of feel this crowd wanting to get in the game, but right there, just a...
And the block shot from St. Mary's, and Augustus Marciulionis leads it. Jordan Ross fumbles it but recovers. And now the 7-1, Harry Wessels. Marciulionis turns the corner. Jordan Ross had his 3 blocked by a lunging King. Shot clock rolling down. Wessels beats the timer with the...
Hopefully he's able to stick and have a heck of a career in the NBA.
Terrific hands from Augustus Marciulionis, and a lot of NBA people feel that he's going to be headed to the NBA next season.
Well, it's a play like that. I mean, you're up 18, and he still has the presence of mind to take a risk and go get a steal. And now you just feel like the Gales are going to try to salt this game away with their exit. Appears to be correct.
Harry Wessels goes baseline.
6 attempted threes.
I mean, he's on pace to take 40 shots in this game. I'm thinking he probably won't, but pretty amazing.
Well, his dad, Sharunas Marciulionis, a great player for a long time with the Golden State Warriors. He was ultra aggressive in his playing days.
Basketball Hall of Famer, his pops. Wessels down low with the left hand.
That's more of the difficult one. Although winning 3 in a row is a tall task.
When somebody beats him, then I'll pick against him. Until then.
Well, I know my 12-year-old son, he constantly is talking about Saquon Barkley and some of the things that he can do.
What a pass. Wessels dunks it home. Man, that...
Wow, that backdoor pass was spectacular, and the rise. Wessels the other.
They should reach that and beyond this season.
until he's stripped from behind by Hardaway.
I mean, they're so good at not forcing it. Look, they realize, okay, defense has stopped them. Now they're going to pull it out. They're going to go inside out.
Wessels inside.
and if they
as well.
How about the Big 12?
That was Houston winning at Kansas in double overtime. Good slip. Wessels with a dunk.
Amazing.
And since 16 20-win seasons.
Amazing.
Apolis Morauskas has checked out of the game, so his night appears to be done with 24 points. But there's Harry. Will St. Mary's break the 70 mark? That's one of the few pieces of drama left in the game. The walk-ons, the end-of-the-bench players into the game for the Gales. Malik Thomas's frustrating night is done. 8 points, 1 for 12 shooting. His streak of 14 straight games in double-figure scoring will come to an end. Harry Wessels turns around, and there's seven.
Top to bottom every night. One team can beat another.
Exactly. The coach Bennett before the game and his son. You coach him a little bit harder than the rest of the guys. That's what you hear often.
Yeah, good night for Lewis. Best news for San Diego. Saxon is taking a break.
Ross inside for Wessels, who gets the dunk. Duckett now with 9 points to lead the way for San Diego.
Big three there.
Ross ahead for Lewis. Inside, Wessels again, fouled with the bucket.
Green up top, reading the defense, and you'd love to see him get going offensively. He's got the firepower, and he can score a lot of points quick.
Marshallonis almost lost it. Wessels deep in the paint, and Masic.
Mary's doing such a better job in this second half of scoring the ball.
Masic, the take as he split the defense, but there wasn't enough on it.
Great cut, just can't get it high enough on the board.
Ross to Wessels, and around 3 points.
Luke Barrett tonight going up against the WCC's leading scorer. Dozic from the near side corner floats that over everything, and Morauskas is there to scoop up the leftovers. Luke Barrett coming off a 20-10 game, his best performance as a Gale in the WCC opener against the Tigers.
There's a spot in the zone that the Gales can make some hay, and they just
won't help his cause to get back up there in the minutes played category as Jordan Ross short on his three. Offensive rebound and a putback for Harry Wessels. Wait a bit. 25 attempts, and he's only taken 32 shots, so nearly half the time when he's shooting a basketball, it's at the free throw line. The Gales are going with Wessels and McKeever, and Harry Wessels.
USC has more free throw makes than they do field goal makes in the second half. 5 freebies, only 3 shots made from the floor. Ross feeds Wessels.
Wessels, strong move. Second effort, in.
They're not going to be a team that completely changes its entire roster.
French, lost it.
Good defense by Lewis right there.
Bounce pass. Wessels wide open, and he's in a double sprint. 12-12 against Nebraska.
He was really instrumental in that win against the Huskers on Sunday.
And again, Steve and I have been scoreboard watching, and we're allowed to because we're announcers and members of the media. Wessels! Oh!
It probably surpassed the previous one by Chain Gang in the first half.
Both good dunks to the left of the screen. Whoa, all right. That time it wasn't as impressive.
Yeah, I think Randy Bennett now will probably be judicious in his use of Mitchell Saxon. Try to see if he can maintain the lead without him and then bring him back, say, at the 10-minute mark.
Marshallonis to Barrett, now Wessels. And the Gales going around the arc, finding the open man, which that time was Ross. Now they double-team Morauskas. Wessels was left open on Lyles, and Wessels goes up with the right. Lyles trying to drive on Wessels, kicks out into the corner for Josiah Harris. A little off the mark on the three. Jordan Ross there for the rebound. Barrett for Morauskas as St. Mary's is working it fast. Good pass. Down low for Wessels with two hands and a slam.
Not let it get any larger.
Jordan Ross, Wessels with the scoop in. The leftover. An advantage of a size advantage down low, and he blocks that one away from Okonkwo. Oh, Harry Wessels, have yourself a 5-minute stretch. They give it back to him. Why not with the left hand?
With 9:20 to go, certainly not insurmountable by any means.
65-53. The Gales' largest lead of the night was 17 points. That was earlier this half at 59-42. Marshallonis down low for Wessels with the left hand. And
I believe that's a 54-26 rebounding edge. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's tough to beat that. As Mikey Lewis has it to Cade Bennett. Bennett bounced down low for Wessels. Right-hander rolls in. Why not? Harry State guy. Short. Wessels. Put back. Good. Tejada and two more in the nines. A 10-point St. Mary's lead. It's Marshallonis looking for Wessels down low. Receives. Turns around and drops it in.